Hey y'all, welcome back. So as you can see from the title of this video, I have been in a book slump for almost a month now. And I'm tired of it, you guys. I'm tired of it, okay? I read 4 books in January, which is the most productive month of reading I've had in I don't know how long. Now, February, I'm back to my life and everything. I say I've had no time to read. I've had plenty of time to read, but I haven't wanted to because I'm in a slump. It all started when I picked up this book. I had just finished Ignite Me, and y'all, that was my first 5-star of the year. It was my first 5-star of the Shatter Me series. I loved that book so much. And so I was so excited about it that I was like, oh my gosh, I want to immediately pick up the 4th book in the series. Why did I do that? Okay? Why did I do that? Because I know myself, and I know that if I read a 5-star book, especially in a series, or even if it's by a certain author, like if I read a 5-star Emily Henry, I'm not going to want to immediately pick up another Emily Henry because I'm worried about it not living up to the one before it. You know what I mean? Same with this. I read a 5-star in a series. Why would I pick up the next book in the series knowing it's probably not going to be 5 stars? Anyway, it's been driving me crazy. I've just been really in a slump. So we're here today to fix that, okay? So last night I finally picked Restore Me back up for the first time in weeks. Here's that. I'm giving this thing one more chance. Just one. Because it's putting me in a book slump and I'm tired of it. So I'm giving it one more chance tonight. And we're going to decide tonight whether or not I'm going to keep reading it or just press pause. Because I don't want to start to resent this series because I'm really enjoying it. So. Y'all. Okay, like I said, I was gonna give Restore Me one more chance to really pull me back in. I don't know why I've just been avoiding this book for a few weeks because I would have been done with it by now and probably could have read 2 more books by now, but that's besides the point. It's picking up, y'all, okay? I am so sad. I got my little book light now. For once in my life, I'm gonna put a spoiler warning, so spoiler, skip to whatever time if you don't want to hear Restore Me spoilers or Shatter Me spoilers in general. Okay. Learning all this stuff with Aaron about Juliet. It's not even her real name. I'm taken aback. I am genuinely shocked. I've been sitting here like for the past whole chapter. That's the one thing about the multiple points of view is she's not giving us chapter numbers and it's kind of driving me crazy. But page 225 to 233, Warner's POV, we just learned so much. And she has a sister? Huh? Anyway, but I'm just glad that he recognizes that he has to tell her, because Sir, yes, you have to be the one to tell her. Castle was being for real with you, bro. Anyway, I'm taken aback. And I have read like 70 pages in like just tonight. So safe to say I'm getting out of my little slump. Okay, yeah. So it definitely picked up. I was stuck on page like 170 something, I want to say, something like that, for way too long, and I just couldn't get past it because it was just a boring scene that I was in the middle of. And I don't know if y'all are like me, but if I'm in the middle of a boring scene in a book and I put it down because I'm like, oh, that scene's not as captivating, I'm kind of bored, I'll put this down, I'll pick it up later, knowing that I have to go back to a boring scene, I don't want to pick that book back up. I just don't. It really gets me. That's why Iron Flame literally took me forever to get through, because they're going over the mountain with the griffins and y'all, that was my biggest book slump I have ever had, and I refuse to let that happen again. So I picked it back up and it picked up, let me tell you. I'm remembering why I love this series. I'm remembering why I love these characters. She picked back up and I appreciate it. I honestly could have finished this last night, but it got to like 2 a.m. and I was like, I should probably stop reading and try to go to bed. It's getting really good. I'm on page 365 and there's 435 pages in the book. And if you know the Shatter Me series, the margins are huge, the chapters are short, and in this book, since there's multiple points of view, there's like a page or 2 pages that will just have nothing on it. So 435 is a loose number of how many pages are in this book. It's actually really short. It's flying by so fast. Like, I read, what, 200 pages last night, I think? So, yeah. Anyway, safe to say, I can feel myself coming out of the book slump with this. My problem, though, is I don't know what to pick up after I finish Restore Me. And that's what I'm kind of like worried about, because I still have not read Onyx Storm. I really need to, and I want to. I think I'm just nervous though, because knowing that Iron Flame gave me the biggest book slump I've ever been in last year, and I already feel like I'm sort of in a slump right now, I don't really want to pick up Onyx Storm and then put myself into an even deeper book slump, you know? So I'm nervous. And I know that it like kind of doesn't pick up immediately. Like, I know a lot of people were like really hated the beginning of Onyx Storm, and then it like picks up like a few chapters, like however many chapters in. And then my other thing is that on my February TBR at the beginning of the month, I said that I wanted to read Happy Place, and I stand by that, because I want to read a cute little romance because it's February and I already missed Valentine's Day and it's the last week of February. So, safe to say though, I'm probably not going to finish my February TBR in a week. I don't really know what else I have to say. I think I just want to try to finish this real quick, because I feel like it's not going to take me that long to finish this book. And even if it ends really well and all of a sudden I feel so inclined to like finish the series or pick up the next book, I'm not going to let myself do it. I'm just not, because I can't do it to myself again. I can't do it. I have to pick up something different. Let's go. Okay, if you don't want spoilers, skip to whatever. I'm not even having time to greet. They don't even, I knew it was fishy that they didn't even show up throughout the whole book, okay? And now they're just dead. Oh my god. I have like 10 pages left. You know what I said about like 30 seconds ago, probably in the video, where I said, I'm not gonna pick up the next book immediately. Well, I'm wanting to, because this is already a cliffhanger. And okay, so let me have a coherent thought. I'm so sorry. What? Way earlier with the bus, and she screamed and it broke and all that stuff. I could tell that like that was foreshadowing that she was gonna scream and it was gonna be this whole big thing, right? Like, obviously, okay? And then it's Warner's POV and she screams and they all drop dead. You're telling me she just killed a room of 5? She just 554? So, huh? And then you have to get through pages of her journals, which I skimmed because it was all in book 1, so I don't really care that much. She's like, I didn't mean to kill these people. Girly Pop, you are not in control of your own powers like you thought you were. What is going on? I don't know what's happening and I'm scared because literally, where does it go? Kenji's trying to talk to her, and then I spin around searching for Kenji, but he's gone. His shirt is soaked in blood and he's being dragged off in the distance, his eyes half closed. And Warner's on his knees, his hands cuffed behind his back. Castle's unconscious on the floor, blood running from his chest. I think I skipped that line before. Winston is still screaming, even as someone drags him away. Brendan is dead. Lily, Ian, Aaliyah, dead. And I'm trying to reconnect my mind, trying to work my way through the shock. And then Nazir's there. And then she's like, what's happening? It's her freaking parents. Oh, I'm unwell. Also, she really said, you're not gonna know what's going on. You're not gonna get to know. You won't know what's happening with Warner. She really said, you're not gonna know. There's only like 4 pages left. I'm filming this at this point. I'm so scared. I don't know what's happening. Okay, let me be clear. I have followed the story. I understand what's going on here. I don't like it though. Okay, I'm still confused. Like, is Winston crying because of Brendan? You know, when Lily and Aaliyah and Ian and Winston and Brendan, like, they were not talked about this entire book. It's like they were mentioned, I swear, one time. When I read the majority of this book last night, heard their names once. And I clocked that and I was like, they were so important in Ignite Me. They were so important. And now, where are they? Nowhere to be seen. Something was gonna happen. But 4 of them? All at the same? I'm unwell. All right, last chapter, let's get it. Stop it. Stop it right now. As per usual with this series, I am left with the immediate need to pick up the next book. Despite what I said earlier. I don't care what I said earlier. She has a picture with Aaron. That's crazy. I'll reconvene after I process some more. It's been like an hour since I finished the book. And I think that what okay, because I'm all over the place. I had to have a bit of like a breakdown, you know, like processing. That's the word I was looking for. A little breakdown. I said the word again. Oh my gosh. I needed a little processing time to fully, you know, absorb the book. I sent a 3-minute Snapchat to Lawson to give her my thoughts, but it was a little redacted because she's maybe gonna read it one day. But I don't really see that happening. But just in case. I didn't want to give her too many spoilers. So, anyway. But I have decided, through all of that I'm probably not going to pick up another book tonight. So, I will say that I think the slump has been overcome. I don't know if I'll pick another book up tonight, just because that feels like too much. Maybe I will. We'll see what happens. But, nevertheless, tomorrow, if I don't pick a book up tonight, I'll pick it up tomorrow. So, instead, I'm watching The Office right now. I just want to chill out, because this was a lot. Emotionally, mentally, I feel like I just went through so much, and they gave us no time to grieve anything that happened, and so I just need a moment. Anyway, that's my update. I'll see you when something else happens. I just got ready for bed, so I look a little silly with my little braids and everything, but I had a very long day. However, I still am determined to start Onyx Storm tonight, so I'm at least gonna start it. My best friend has been sending me so many voice memos about it. I think I already talked about that. And today she literally FaceTimed me because she said sending a video was not enough. So she FaceTimed me just to show me her sobbing. And she goes, "No one died, but I can't stop crying." So I'm scared. So I don't know what's gonna happen. But anyway, yay. I'm very excited to get started. And since Lawson's also reading the book, it felt fitting to pick out my bookmark that has pictures of us on it. So, yay. That's what I did. I thought that would be cute. I told myself that I would have multiple views in this video, but so far we're literally just in my bedroom. But you know, dang, I just realized that my video title was gonna be trying to finish my TBR in a week. That's not happening. So we're going back to the original idea of just trying to get out of a book slump, because I fear that I'm kind of back in it, because as soon as I finished Restore Me, and I did start Onyx Storm, but I'm not that far into it, I haven't felt compelled to read, and it's like every time that I know this is what I'm reading and I have to pick it up, I just get like overwhelmed, because she's a hefty book. Look at, that's just a lot to me. Anyway, I need to just get over myself is actually what I need to do, because I'm literally only on chapter 3. Yeah. Like, part of me wants to read right now, But another part of me had a long day and is really tired and sort of has a headache, and I just want to lay here and watch The Office because I've been rewatching it and not do anything for the night and not have to like use my brain to read. So I can't decide actually. How long is this chapter? Because, you know, maybe I give it one chapter. It's only 10 pages. We're gonna give it one chapter. So I'm about to put on the vibes. Because I don't know about y'all, but like, I swear I cannot, it depends on the book, but I feel like most of the time I cannot read and like focus on like my book unless I have the, like, not this being my entire recommended on YouTube, the like ambiance in the background. Hold up, you'll see. Like, it's just all those kinds of videos. That is so funny to me. I love to have cozy reading ambiance in the background. And there's this one that's like 8 hours long, and it's the one I always pick for some reason. I don't even know if you can hear it, but it has like raining audio too. It's so nice. Okay, I'm just yapping for no reason. So I'm gonna read now. I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't really know what's going on. I'm on page 30. There's 34 pages in chapter 3, and I don't even know if I can finish the chapter because I feel so confused right now. I also like can't focus, but that's probably just a me problem. It's probably not the best time to pick up this book, but I felt like I should because I haven't picked it up in like 2 days. I'm just confused, and I know that like a lot of people said the beginning is confusing because there's characters showing up that we don't remember, and I don't know. Lawson told me to just get through the first few chapters and it picks up and it's fine. I'm just having a hard time. I think tonight's just not the night to try to get into it, so I'm just gonna deal with that later, I think. Yeah, I think that might be the best option for tonight because I don't want to like try to get myself into it when I'm really not getting interested and then kind of ruining it for myself, like getting tired of it before I even start it. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just a me problem, but I don't want to do that to myself. I would rather like wait until I'm actually motivated and then really get into it. So this was a very short update, but that's how it's going. I'll see you next time I pick it up.